This episode is sponsored by Legacy Ink Publishing, where real creators leave real marks. Let's begin.
I gave you my all, and I hope you see this world before I fall.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Conversation with OGs. I'm Meatball.
I'm Bob.
And I'm Dre.
Today we're going to be talking about should a man sacrifice his dreams for his relationship?
I think a man always sacrifices his dreams for his relationship from the very first time he meet this woman. From the very first time he buy a drink, very first time he take her out to dinner to catch a movie or whatever it is, because I just feel like life is set up around the dollar. You got rent, you got gas, you got food. So if you living off a certain amount of money, unless you're already rich and established, if you're living off a certain amount of money, once you get to entertaining this woman, you're sacrificing your dreams. You may be in med school, just want to get pregnant. A lot of people wind up dropping out of med school, having to get a regular job because he done got this woman pregnant. It's just so many ways. I just feel like the man it was built here. I don't think, let me clear that up. I don't think we was brought here to sacrifice, but the way society is set up, we always, do the sacrificing for the woman.
I don't think a man should sacrifice his dreams, for anybody. I wouldn't sacrifice my dream, not even for my kids. Because I believe my happiness is first.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you're dealing with a woman and you have to choose between your dreams and the relationship, I think, she made your mind up for you. You need to pack your bags and get the booking, because you know why? She always have that option to leave you, to cheat on you, she'll even die. So if she leave the earth or she leave the relationship and you sacrifice your dreams, that'll make you crash out.
Think about this, you gotta think music, sports, just whatever it is. If a man starts off a music career, a man starts off playing football, basketball, and he's on the path to become someone. He don't have no support. If he's younger, you get a woman pregnant, normally it all stops right there.
What, the career stops?
The career stops.
No, it don't.
If this man...
The career is not going to stop what's going to happen. No, that's not true.
Well, how you going to take care of this child?
If he's bound for the NFL and he's top pick in college and he's bound for the NFL, he's going to the NFL.
What if this is his first year in college?
Okay, we go, Jason Tatum. He had a baby while he was in high school.
He was in the NBA already.
No, he wasn't. His first son, no, he wasn't.
His first son is the one called Deuce.
College. He was in college. He wasn't in the NBA. That he had Deuce while he was in college. Then he went to the NBA.
Did his father play in the NBA before him?
I don't think his father played, but his father helped him.
Well off.
No, he didn't come from a well-off family at all. No, not at all.
Brian, would you even want a man to sacrifice his dreams in order to be in a relationship with you?
No, not for me. Because I don't want to hear the shit that because I ain't sacrificing mine. And that's the problem, the priorities of what people put first. If you know you got something going on in life that's popping and it's fit to elevate you to a higher level, this is what we always go back to saying. You got to pick and date people on your status. And you got to kick it. You can't talk to Mary from the hood, because Mary from the hood wants you to go to the top, but she thinking how she gonna keep you so she can stay in the loop with you. So she either finna have a baby, or she gonna fuck you up like that little young boy in football play for the Atlantic Falcons that was going with the girl in the WNBA. His career is probably over with. But if it's not over with, he's gonna ever be tagged as being a bad guy and people not really knowing the whole full story of what he did. What did he do? What did he sacrifice for her? And when she decided to say, I don't want to be with you, like you say, he crashed out. But how much did he give up for her?
Yeah.
Even though she was already elevated and she was there, I'm quite sure she was spending his money too. I'm quite sure she was living off whatever little bit he had and he was showering her and taking care of her. And then when he came down to it, she looked at him and said, oh, I don't want to be with you no more, I'm done. But he looking like, damn, I didn't did all this for you. I didn't gave you all this, and this how you about to play me? He already was a hothead. So if he feels like that, how many other men feel like that? And the question to y'all is why?
Yeah, it's a no for me. I mean, because you think even with credit, you know, a woman, you with a woman, she want a new car, and she wants you to co-sign. To me, that's a no-go. I'm not co-signing.
But we saying it's a no-go, but people are doing it. Men co-sign for like men buy cars. I hear men say,
well, I'd rather buy a car than co-sign for a car.
well, they co-sign for them. They buy them. Why buy one?
Well, I would buy her a car because I think it'd be beneficial for me. I mean, because I'm going to be real. I'm thinking like a woman. I'm going to sit up here and do what's best for me all the time. So if I go buy a chick a car, it's because I'm already thinking about I need her to go and move stuff around for me.
Okay, I just did the research. You are absolutely wrong. No, Jason Tatum did not have a child before being drafted into the NBA. His first child was Jason Dukes Christopher Tatum, born December the 6th, 2017, which is approximately 6 months after Tatum was selected by the Boston Celtics.
She didn't get nothing.
It don't matter. The thing is, the point we was making.
She don't get child
support. No, she don't.
Listen, the point I was making
off.
was the average person get sidetracked and they get derailed by having a woman pregnant. Luckily, it happened in a process while he was going through the process of getting drafted.
And he had a mama. His mama.
And I just did the research on the mama. They was getting evictions on a regular.
But his mother also.
His mama was a single parent,
right,
living paycheck to paycheck,
right,
meaning they was poor and fucked up.
Right.
So literally, if he wasn't closer to going to the NBA and that child was a year earlier, he probably wouldn't have made it to the NBA. That's the point I'm trying to make.
He would have made it.
All,
I say he would have made it only because of his mother.
He'd have been Jason Tatum on aisle 3.
No, he would have made it. No, he wouldn't have. He would have made it. Because his mama would have made sure he made it. He would have.
I just researched they was getting eviction notices on a regular basis.
That wouldn't have stopped his career. Now what could have happened was the baby could have put a monkey wrench in it because the mama could have been an asshole or whatever, but the mama wasn't.
And then
his mother helped him.
The child's mom?
The child's mother wasn't an asshole. And his mother, she didn't have to give up her college and nothing because his mother basically helped him raise that baby.
When the baby was born, he was in the NBA.
And he had his mother.
So he had enough money. He didn't need the mom at the time. Once you're in the NBA, even if you're getting base salary, you can afford a babysitter, you can afford child care, you can afford all this other stuff.
So why do you need his mom?
Listen, you missing the point, Par. The point is this. You get people that's going to school, medical school. You get people that want to be a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever. They meet this particular woman. They have kids. Their dreams is set on hold. It's a lot of people that wanted to be musicians, that wanted to travel, that wanted to be in the NBA. And when a child comes, all that shit is out.
I only agree with you on that if they don't have the support.
That's what I've been saying.
I know you making it like Tatum actually had the support. So if Tatum wouldn't have had the support, maybe he would have been on aisle 3. But Tatum had the support. So if you take away the support, my child
what is the support?
My child, okay. Either way,
it's most definitely mom, dad, family.
Yeah.
His dad was they say the mom was a single mom. His mom was a single mom.
He just wasn't, but he was right.
Well, but my point is this: I just keep saying this is just my opinion. I feel like the man we always put our dreams on the back burner, whatever it is, and the woman, whatever y'all envision, it comes up front.
No, women go on back burners too, because women, as you said, you have women that are in college, about to graduate, med school, and they get pregnant. Guess what? They gotta take care of that baby, because if you in med school, you ain't about to drop out of med school. Are you gonna drop out of med school?
Listen, she got pregnant.
It doesn't matter.
Let me make a point. You keep cutting me off. You don't even know what point I'm gonna make.
Because I don't know what point you're gonna make. But the point I'm trying to make is stop always acting like the man is the one who put his shit on hold. Because women do too. Women fuck up, they get pregnant. So if I got pregnant and my man in med school, guess what? He ain't fit to drop out because I'm pregnant.
Let me go back to the point I was trying to let you follow so rudely cut off. If a woman is in med school, she's going to school to be a lawyer. She got 2 years left, maybe a year and a half left. She get pregnant. Now, that's when normally the woman tendencies and y'all little emotions kick in. Oh, I'm about to be a mama. And y'all sit here and say, fuck it. I'm going to put this shit on the back burner and have a baby. When y'all could sit there and say, I'm going to go down to Sunday and spend this $300 and knock my shit out, become a lawyer, and then follow my career and then have a child. Y'all emotions kick in and y'all do what y'all want to do. Just like if a man get y'all pregnant, we don't have a say. Y'all do what y'all want to do. And normally the man is affected. Y'all got more than sickness. I done been through this. Y'all got more than sickness. If y'all already got a fucked up attitude, your attitude get that much worse. Y'all can't work, so now the man gotta step in.
Well, stop wanting to feel the moisture and put a condom on.
Okay.
That ain't her fault.
Accidents happen.
What you laughing for? Stop. Just wear a condom. You act like you know it's good to your head saying it be raw.
So
wear a condom.
why you just couldn't take birth control? Why is it?
Why? Because I didn't have to.
Hey, Tracy.
It is up to you because you gotta protect
So Trey,
yourself.
you look at abortion as a form of birth control.
Yes. Why not?
Oh,
And
bro.
I'm listening to you. You
Listen,
You say abortion like, you know, Tylenol.
Listen,
Oh,
a
right.
woman get pregnant. Normally, y'all test what, maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Y'all can test and find out if you're pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So, the baby born in 9 months. If the baby 2 or 3 weeks, that baby ain't got no toes. He ain't got no.
But what
fingers,
about the
ain't got no-
emotional connection?
What emotional connection? You just found out you was pregnant and the baby 3 weeks old. Ain't got no fingernails or nothing.
Emotional connection to a baby
That
once.
shit is mental, bro. That shit is mental. That's bullshit.
Oh.
If that's the case, that's just like us eating eggs. It ain't a full chicken yet, right? I'm just saying, dog.
I was water in a cup. Because you sound.
Now things make sense on how you be saying things. It make perfect sense now.
It's just.
Oh man, you have a disconnect, man.
Bro.
You have a disconnect.
So
with
you
something.
telling me, your girl pregnant, she 3 weeks, she have a miscarriage. You gonna feel some type of way?
I'm gonna play like, oh
No, I'm asking you, are you gonna have?
me myself.
Are you gonna
No,
feel
I
some
do
type-
not have a
Oh,
connection.
okay, thank you.
But do she do? Yes, she do. And a lot of women have a hard time even getting pregnant again after they have a
That's
miscarriage.
3 weeks, dog.
Man, I know women that had a miscarriage at 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 months, and then they're scared to do it again because they be like, I already have lost the baby.
See, but that's
And you be
different
like,
than
it wasn't
6,
even a
8
baby.
months, bro.
No,
Not
weeks.
no 3 weeks.
Weeks.
So you tell me she? I don't know, bro. I
Yeah,
just feel like
women,
the baby ain't got no
as soon as they get
fingernails and
pregnant,
shit.
that miscarriage thing is really something really big.
That's because women already
To
work off
men,
emotions.
we don't give a fuck with that. Most men don't care about a miscarriage because we be like, well, come on, we just do it again. To them,
So
they
you
be like,
can feel exactly like I feel. You just acting
well,
concerned.
I know how to play. I know how to.
So
Yeah, see, you know.
bullshit. Same shit I said. See, you don't want to get to it though.
You know what, Dre? What I'm saying? I can just see you now. A chick come to you like, you know what? I'm pregnant. We in school. You gonna be like, well, you know what? Shit, the clinic right down the street. Here go 300. You
Yeah,
ain't
I'm
even
driving.
go try to trick her into
Why I gotta
it.
trick her? When I
Man,
tell
you
her,
gotta finesse these women to abortion.
listen, I don't want no baby. I want to take you up to Summit, and I got this 300. I ain't trying to play no mental tricks. I'm letting you know out the gate. We need to get rid of this motherfucker. That's just what it is.
So how is it that men find that their life and everything is getting put on hold when it comes to a baby? I kind of find that hard to understand when most men are not fathers anyway. Now, to the majority of the men that are fathers, I applaud you. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Baby by that ugly motherfucker.
Okay, you may not have wanted that baby by that ugly motherfucker, but you got that baby. So I don't really think when it comes to children, men take a hell of a sacrifice unless they're present in their fathers.
But so
I don't think
a lot of men, we not present because of these bold ass mamas. Don't act like you don't understand.
I understand that part, but what I'm trying to say, when you say a sacrifice, I think men have an easier way out with children than anybody. Now, women are now today starting to walk away from their children and starting to say, okay, I'm done. I don't want these babies, dropping them off to the daddies and
They
stuff
should.
like that. The women are doing
After
it
they
now.
ruined the child. You gotta say
They're-
after they ruined
But
the child.
women are doing it now, but a man, y'all can get get away quick. A girl have a baby, ball can say, I'm gone. He can move across the other town. She'll never see ball again.
I would rather a woman just
So,
give me the baby.
I don't see how men are, how their lives are being destroyed or their dreams
I'm
are
about
being
to tell you.
demolished.
I'm about to tell you about
I'm
firsthand.
saying children. We talking about children.
I'm about to tell you about firsthand. The woman get pregnant. She had a child. You don't want the child. She may be a jump off. She may be a one night stand.
Mhm.
First off, she's having it. She's not gonna be like, oh, I ain't gonna say all of them, but I tell you the high percentage, maybe 7 out of 10, they're having that child, especially if they don't have none. Some of them looking at it as a free paycheck. Some of them looking at it, I like this nigga. He just got me as a side piece, and I'm gonna force myself into his relationship. It's gonna be more than what just me being a side piece. So now she had this child. Now she put this man on child support. Now she's getting free money. She's forcing some shit on this man that he can't even afford just to be in this man's life. I would rather a woman sit here and hold on, let me before I can get to that part. 9 times out of 10, the money is for the child. She's gonna spend the money on her needs, and then whatever left over on the child. I would rather a woman sit here and say, you know what, take your child and we'll do better, because anything I'm gonna do for my child, any money I got is going towards my child. I'm not gonna be getting no money from her and trying to keep my haircuts, get me a Mercedes Benz and all this other shit. This is the type of shit most women do. They trick a guy, have a baby with him, and then try to squeeze. This just like
She have expectations for him.
Come on,
that he
hold
didn't
on.
even want.
I just read this today. Rick Ross, one of Rick Ross' baby mamas, a younger one, she gets $2,800 a month for the child. She went and tried to go back and get more money, saying it wasn't enough. She needs $20,000 a month. The judge denied her. You know what the judge said? The money is for the child. Child is young. $2,800 is more than enough. If you're trying to live a lifestyle off this man and the child, he was like, you're young. You're able-bodied. Get your ass out there and get a job. He denied the $20,000 a month that she was requesting. What the fuck the child needs $20,000 a month?
But you still ain't answering the question of how. My question was, a man does not sacrifice.
You do, I just told you.
Most of them. You know
Our livelihood is over once you put us on child support.
How many kids get a child support check and don't even know they daddy?
Listen.
How many kids get checks
A
and don't
lot
know
of
they daddy?
them. A lot of them.
Don't even know what their daddy look like. And they get a check from this man. Ain't never seen the grandma, the auntie, the cousins, or nothing.
What about the power that the woman have over the man? What about she have the power to make him a father when you don't want to?
Mm-hmm.
You probably just having sex with her one night stand.
And like I said, stop trying to feel the moisture and wear a condom. Don't blame it on her. Put a condom on, nigga.
Okay, well,
You may not have wanted to get the ugly bitch pregnant, but you did.
But if I sit up here and told you, listen, I got a woman, you know I got a woman, and you get pregnant, I don't see how you thinking that I'm gonna leave my woman and be with you because you got pregnant, or leave my wife and be with you because you got pregnant.
She ain't thinking that, but she knows
She
about
a woman
to
gonna
start
say,
some drama.
you know what, your daddy ain't stepping up to the plate. You been a jump off. You was a jump off, and the only thing I'm doing is keeping you a jump off, and you thought because you had this baby that things was gonna change. That's what I'm talking about.
And so those are the type of men that I'm trying to explain to you. If those type of men had dreams and stuff, they don't lose. They win. Because they ain't fucking with that child and that bitch anyway. They're not fucking with her.
Now she hit him in the pockets, Bar.
Exactly.
That's a punishment. A woman puts you on child support mainly, most of the time, as a punishment. They ain't putting you on child support because they need help with the kid. They doing that because you don't want to be with her ass.
Barb, I had a CDL license to drive trucks.
Mm-hmm.
They took my driver's license. They took my passport privileges due to my oldest daughter-in-law, which I didn't want no kids at the time. I was like 18. So 15 years I went without a license. 15 years I went without a CDL license. That at that age back then, I could have been on the road making a different type of living. So that's the sacrifice that was made. I lost a lot. I owed it over $100,000 in child support, and I had to pay that shit all off. 2 years ago, I got my first passport and we went out the country. So all that time passed, I'm paying for other motherfuckers steak and lobster and crab leg dinners and all that shit. So yes, we do lose a lot fucking the wrong broad.
And you know what, Dre? We also, it's a sacrifice just taking women out on dates.
I agree.
You know, if you take a woman out on a date and that bill come up and it's $150, that's $150 now. You don't have to pay your DT bill.
I agree.
That's another $150 short that you got for gas throughout the month. And the chick will tell you, you know what, I want to go out once a week. Let's go out every Friday, every Wednesday. You do the math on $150, that's $600 a month.
I feel like you've been generous.
So explain to me and to the people, why do y'all think men make that sacrifices or have those choices to say, I'm gonna take you out every week, or I'm gonna show you?
No, usually men don't volunteer, but usually a woman gonna say, you know what, bring me flowers. I want flowers. You can at least bring me flowers. Yeah, I want to go out to eat. You don't do nothing nice for me. If she got kids, you don't do nothing nice for me.
But when you first start off dating somebody, most men start off, and I keep saying perpetrate, stop perpetrating. Just go in. If you ain't got no money, you ain't got no money. If you can only take her out that one time, just take her out that one time. But if you can take her out more than one time, then do it. But my thing is, once you see this is the type of person this woman is, why constantly keep pursuing her?
Well, I don't think. I think now, if a man like a woman, all women going to sit up here and want to push their man to do better than what he's currently doing or what he feels his potential is. That's just how women are. Now, if you pushing this man to do better, and you think he should treat you better than the way you being treated, I think that's on you. I think you should just take whatever this man is offering you. I don't think you should try to up the scale on the man just because now y'all in a relationship. I think you should just sit back, you know what I'm saying, take some peanuts, get something to eat, you know, cook at home, do picnics at home. But I don't think you should be talking about, you know what, making demands when it comes to spending money. Especially if this man carrying on his bills, he paying his bills. If he want to take you out, believe me, he will take you out. I don't think pressure should be put on men first.
I don't think pressure is not put on me. Men like to be seen. Men like to act like they doing big things.
Social media. All women keep saying if a man ain't got this, if he ain't treat me a certain way, or I ain't dealing with him, and man, y'all, that's bullshit. You gotta listen, fellas. For every bitch out there that be talking about what a man gotta do, it's a nigga just coming dropping dick off and he ain't doing none of that shit. Either you gonna be the nigga that's spinning or you gonna be the nigga that's dropping dick off.
And you know what, Dre? Most women told me if I really like a man, I don't ask him for nothing.
Real talk.
She asked the nigga to take her out that she really don't care, and she know he's pursuing her. You know, if this nigga want to see me, he got to take me out to a 5-star restaurant. But that guy, like you said, that she like, that guy that with the braids in his hair, walk with his pants sagging.
Well, I don't know what type of girl y'all is. You supposed to ask all niggas for something. Now, shit, why you gonna? The one you like is the one you really should be asking for shit. Because the one you like is the one you gonna be with.
He getting around the world.
And if the one you like
ain't doing shit.
Okay, so that means the one you like, if you accepted him doing nothing for you, that means you gonna be all sucking and ducking on somebody else because that nigga you don't like ain't gonna keep spending his money on him if you ain't doing nothing.
But the point is, bro, we just showing how backwards most women think. That's how most women think. When she want like a guy, she just happy to be in his presence. He can tell her, come on over and watch Netflix with me and eat some popcorn. She coming.
Sucking on you.
Now a man can sit up here and call her, but like, you know what, baby, I got some piston tickets. You want to go? Oh no, if you want to go do something with me, you gotta take me out to eat.
What if she don't like sports?
Well, that ain't the point. The point that I'm making is...
Okay, now you explain to me why that ain't the point, but when it comes to you the main one who said you don't like
because I'm spending my money on entertainment and I want to spend some time with you.
But the thing is, if she like him, she should be willing to go
anywhere.
Because it's still a
I could be taking her to a pig race.
Exactly.
Yeah, she should be happy to be there with me spending time. It ain't got nothing to do...
I think we should do things that we both like.
But you ain't spending the money.
It doesn't matter whether you spend the money.
Listen, fellas, I tell y'all.
I think it should be equal. We should do things that we like.
Well, how about you take him out and you take wherever you want, as long as you buy the tickets. Now, if you buy the tickets, you are a guest.
Quiet as hell, nah.
Yeah, you ain't said one time I'm gonna take her to to a concert. You know what I'm saying? And,
I got mute. I'm sorry.
yeah, you don't want to spend your money.
I was lost for words.
And you know, shoot some tickets to a game ain't cheap.
But we talking about dream. Okay, so what do y'all say about marriage?
Mm.
We gonna talk about marriage now. I know a lot of men right now that are married, and they say they get married to get the woman off their back, or they get married for all the wrong reasons. So now,
All men get married for the woman. We never get married.
Most men get.
but a lot of men also have the opportunity to say no. I don't think if you've been
What
with
changes?
I don't think if you've been with a girl 10, 15 years, she's just gonna leave you because you haven't married her. This is just my honest opinion, because you ain't married her in
My
15
son get that
years.
pussy up.
Well, I mean, hell, she could have been doing that anyway. But anyway, what I'm trying to say, I don't think she's gonna leave you, but she's gonna bitch and bitch and bitch and say, when you gonna marry me, when you gonna marry me, when you gonna marry me. So now you decide to marry her, and then this is what men make the mistake. Oh, I'm gonna marry her so she can shut up. She ain't never gonna shut up.
Right.
She'll never be quiet.
But
because
if you think about it, Bart, if when a man even consider marrying a woman, he already know I'm finna lose. He already
no,
know.
a lot of men don't think they lose.
I
A lot of men don't think they lose, and a
I
lot
don't
of
feel
men.
like I've ever lost getting married.
Huh?
I've been married twice. I don't feel like I lost anything. The only thing, hold on.
And you walked away from
When you walk away,
you walked away from things you invested in the
Listen.
house.
Listen, the only thing I can sit here and say, the only thing I feel like I lost in time. Listen, I can agree I lost time because I could have been doing the little money. It's just like if I was buying pussy. It's still a trade-off because you got to think what you doing in life. To me, this is just my opinion. If you're dating, if you're married, if you're tricking, it's the same bag. You spending money to get that pussy. So I don't
So
give a
you
fuck.
don't think you lose more when you're married?
No.
Okay, well, your first two marriages, you were invested, or you was invested in one and not invested in the
No,
other.
I was invested. I was more invested with the second one because I was a little bit older and I went
Okay.
out hoeing. The first one I was hoeing, I was too young to be married.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest.
So now the second one. So would you say that the second marriage took a
Nothing
more?
took a toll on me.
I know a loss. You can take a hell of a loss with the second one.
As far as time, you got to think. The first time I was married, me and my first wife got a divorce.
Mhm.
I had a house. When I heard the judge say, "Well, Mr. Matthews owned a house, and you make him sell it and split it." Once I found the game out, I took my shit out. And before I got married the second time, everything I got, I put in my brother's name. So now I don't have to play the divorce and you get some shit game. I'm ahead of the game. I'm not gonna let no motherfucker finesse me. I know once you tell me the rules, I know how to play the rules just like y'all. So when I left the second time, once I got divorced, I didn't lose nothing but time. I ain't gonna lie, I wasted a lot of time. I should have been got the fuck on.
How long
But
was you married the second time?
we was together a total of 14 years, but as far as married, I think we married about almost 10 years.
How did you know? How did you know it was time to get married? When you proposed, because you proposed twice. So how did
No,
you?
first time we just say, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. The first time I just woke up and say, you know what? I want to give my daughter what I didn't have, both my
Okay,
parents
so
and
you
my
for your
house
daughter.
and all that. Now the second time when I got married, I got tired of her. I ain't just want to be a girlfriend forever.
So you
So the
sacrificed
second
your dream or your time.
No,
to marry her?
no.
He was
'Cause I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't sacrifice anything. 'Cause I still was in and out of town. I still was hustling. I still was out hanging late. I did everything I wanted to do in the second relationship. So I really didn't lose nothing but time. I ain't gonna lie. Time is hard to get back because you can't think about all the shit you could have did, going on trips, the money you could have made, going to certain events that you didn't want to go to.
And that's good you brought that up, because now what would you say to a young man who's thinking about getting married? And what advice would you give him far as reasoning, like, you know, what reasons he would get married, what reasons not to get married?
I'm gonna just make it simple. Getting married is a distraction to any man or woman because getting married is a sacrifice of whatever you want to do. Because if you won't have plans of building something, of doing something, once you get married, it's no longer about what you want to do. It's about what y'all trying to do together, what this person want to do, and everything is timing. Just say like if I wanted to start this particular business and I can save, I can do this and that. Once you start dating, this ain't got nothing to do with marriage. Once you start dating, you're off the path to what you need to be doing. If your goal is $100,000 to start this business, once you start dating, every time you buy a pop for her, some Doritos, hold on, a chicken sandwich, everything chips away from the goal. And just say like, once you're dating, it's gonna start with a little bag of Doritos and a pop. Now she gonna want to go out to eat. Now she gonna want flowers. Now she gonna want to go to the movie. So every time you spend $1 and entertaining her, which is cool if you already established, but if you're not established, you don't have no money, it's a distraction. It's going to take you off the road
but you said
need to be doing.
So now explain when you say it's a distraction to the woman. How is it a distraction?
It's not a distraction to the woman. It's a distraction to the man. But if it's a distraction to the woman, if the woman had plans and the man is pushing the marriage thing. You see what I'm saying? Whoever, just say like, if you have a goal, if you have a vision, if you sit here and say, it's going to take me 4 years to reach this $100,000 to start this business. Once you start dating this woman, that 4 years is going to turn into 8 years. It's going to turn into 10 years. Unless this woman put her shit in a ponytail and roll her sleeves up and grit it and grind it out with you and tough it out with you for you to reach your goal, then otherwise it's not going to happen. So I feel like any man, ain't nothing wrong with dating, but tell a woman, if you got plans, listen, this is what I'm trying to do. I can't let you distract me, so this is all I got to offer. Sometimes I can't take you out to eat. Maybe we can get a pizza and sit here and have Netflix and we can just chill. A woman got to understand, I had a goal before I met you. And any man, once he get in a relationship, he's normally going to sacrifice everything he had planned because a woman always think house, white picket fence, marriage, the little pool, the kids. They thinking all this shit they done saw on TV. That's why they watch, all men done saw this woman watching Lifetime channel. Everything is all lovey-dovey and shit. She don't want to see no screaming, no action movies. She want to see all them goddamn loving ass movies. And next thing you know, you the sucker in there. And man, y'all know.
But wait, I want you to answer the same thing because I want you to speak on it because you have a son. You have a young son that's growing up and he has a career that can take him to a lot of different levels in life and elevate him to different levels in life. So by you having a son that's so young that can get caught up in that same web of trick bag basically, like your baby in the trick bag, what advice would you give a young man? Because like I said, you have a son. So
well, first, I'm in my son's life. My son stay with me, so I'm talking to him constantly. I'm giving him game constantly. I'm telling him what to look out for, and I give him advice like this: as long as you keep that condom on your penis, that's your protection. That's your protection. Can't no woman touch you as long as you don't marry her and you don't put a baby in her. Once you put a baby in her, now she has some control over you. Once you marry her, she has some control over you. I don't think as a young man, you don't compromise your life as a young man. When you get older, you compromise.
So what age do you think
marriage is good for?
Yeah, for a young man. I
think a man should start seriously considering marriage in his 50s, 60s.
I'm going to say 35.
No, I'm going to say 50, 60 because you got to think. By that time, now I need somebody to make sure I take my medication. I need somebody to
No, that ain't what you tell. Stop it. No.
I'm telling you, I thought you asked me.
Shut the fuck up.
I think marriage is beneficial for older men.
So if your son came to you and said, Dad, he 35, and he said, and maybe he had a baby at 33. And then he said, well, Dad, you know what? I think I'm thinking about getting married. His career is already elevated. He's stable. He good at where he at. And he said, well, you know what? I think I'm going to pop the question. Your advice would be no?
No, my response would be, and why would you do that?
Wow. See, I disagree. The reason why
I think 35 is cool.
No, because you got, I'm just going to be blunt. I say this all the time. Why marry these women when they give you everything? They give their boyfriend everything they give their husband. They gonna give you baby.
But what if he met a young lady, or Or what if a young man meets a young lady who don't give him all that, who's not that type of woman?
I don't think women have the ability. I don't think women have the ability to separate them. I think if a woman is into you and a woman like you, she's going to come out the gate giving you her all.
Her all. Yep.
Ain't no woman gonna sit up here and say, I'm gonna hold back another 15% until we get married. No. I have never met a woman say she's gonna hold back from me. I got it all.
Yeah.
I got the best of her. Especially if I got her young. You know what I'm saying? I got her youth. I got the best of her, period. Women don't think about women are nurturers. They want to please their man. They want to make their man happy. So she's going to always put her best foot forward. I don't think it's necessary for a man to really ever marry a woman, or unless it's beneficial.
Well, for me, when I say when women sacrifice their bodies and giving men everything,
they do that by themselves.
No. They do that. They do that because they weren't raised. No one taught them. Sometimes women, you gotta understand, girls are brought up by what they see and how their households are being ran. So if you're in a household and you see your mother is doing all this type of stuff and she's never married, but she's going through man after man after man after man, then there's no father in the house to tell you that's wrong. There's no uncle around or no big cousins around showing you the proper way to be a lady. She doesn't know how to be a lady. So she's giving up the most precious thing that she has, which is her body. Second, her mind. So once she gives up her body and she constantly just going around to every different guy, now you got one baby, now you got two babies by somebody else.
She got no babies because she gave her body up. That's
that rabbit hole right there.
No, because once again, she does not know how to be a lady. So how can, when I be looking at
she got a choice of what clinic she go to.
Oh my God.
She ain't gotta have no baby. To me, that's crazy because a nigga get you pregnant that you feel like you gotta have this baby. That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, sometimes that baby can be the way for a lot of them to get to come up. You might get pregnant by the right guy, or you might get pregnant by a guy that's gonna take care of you.
It ain't got nothing to do that you like this nigga. You just looking at it come up.
Well, she's looking at his potential.
It depends on the woman.
As long women ain't trying to have no babies by no men ain't got no potential. If you ain't got nothing going on for you, you're not a candidate. Yeah, she may go out, she may drink with you, she may have some sex with you, but you're not a candidate for a child, for to be a father.
Well, regardless if it's potential or not, if this nigga ain't trying to be with you, what the fuck is potential? What the fuck?
Well, see, they're always thinking, you know what, I can tweak him, I can change his mind.
You saying so she thinks she gonna change how you feel?
But all women think like that. You know what? I can make this man better, or you know what? Once the baby get here and he see the baby, he'll feel like how I feel. Men don't feel like that. We don't have no connection. We wasn't there rubbing your belly, rubbing your feet during the pregnancy. We ain't gonna have no connection with the baby.
So why is it that men can't be straightforward with women?
We sometimes do.
Not all of them. A lot of men play the game for a long, long time.
But Barb, I tell you all the time.
And I'm just trying to.
If you want to get a woman, you lie to her. When you want to get rid of a woman, tell her the truth. Tell her the fucking truth and she gone. Yeah, tell a woman you pee in the bed. Tell a woman, just start telling the truth. You know, tell her the truth and watch what she do to you. She's gonna laugh at you. She's gonna tell all her friends. She's gonna sit up here and she ain't gonna.
Well, you know what? She might. Some women may not be
I think it's different. I think it's reverse, Paul. You tell that motherfucker the truth, you can't get rid of her. You tell her lies.
Yeah, but see, Dre, she gone. When have you ever just went to a woman and you just opened up to her off the gate?
Every time I did that, it always ended fucked up. When I can tell a woman, listen, let's keep it real. My motherfucking son was born by a side chick. And I told her, I say, listen, this ain't gonna work out, blah, blah, blah. And she still thought I'm gonna have this baby and we gonna be together and all that. And then when I started telling the lies and bullshit, you gotta think, when you tell the motherfucker the truth, like I got a bitch, they feel like they gonna fight, they gonna make it to the #1 spot. When you start lying to the motherfucker, oh baby, it's only you, this and that, and when a woman feel like she got you, now she feel like I'm a dog, this nigga, ain't no respect for you. I feel like it's reversed, dog. When you wanna get a woman, I feel like you tell her a lie. When you wanna get rid of her, tell her the truth then. I feel like it's the opposite.
That's what I said. If you
No,
want
you
to
said it the other way.
if you're going to get rid of a woman,
said tell her.
you tell her the truth.
Oh, so we don't.
You be honest with her, she gone. You tell her, listen, baby, listen, that car I was driving, that was my cousin's car. You know what I'm saying? He was out of town, he let me keep it the weekend. And you know, I wanted to impress
She
you.
gonna burn your shit down on the way.
Listen, she through with your
She
ass.
gonna like that
You know
nigga
what?
out
No,
there.
she
Did
not.
shit
You know,
bad.
no,
Yes, she is. She gonna tell
be
everybody.
through with you if
She
you're
gonna roast
financially
you.
set. She
If
gonna
you
talk
tell her,
about
you
but
know
if you
what?
got that bag,
That was my
You just
nephew.
said you-
She
clothes.
don't mind riding in your cousin's
Yeah,
car.
she
She
do.
got some money.
Yeah, that's why all the guys say, what? What's the best one? You know what? I told that motherfucker up. That bitch told.
But if you got money and you got a bag, what she care about who car you driving if you
But
put
see,
that
that's the
bag
time.
on?
You
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
think, bro. You know how many? It's only 20% of the people in the United States that makes $100,000. So everybody ain't got money, and anybody know money. 100,000 don't go too far. Once you sit up and pay your mortgage, you pay your car insurance, your car note, your bills that come with the house. If you got kids, school clothes.
You gotta
Listen,
say.
you live in this average.
So have either one of you ever put your dreams on hold for something and why?
Something.
For anything and why?
Cause I ain't had no choice.
No, so but what, okay, so what did you put your dreams on hold for?
Shit, my
What?
motherfucking first baby. I
Okay,
planned on
Keith.
having the first baby. So I ain't gonna lie. At that time, let's be honest, I was 17. I really didn't have any dreams at that time because I was still kind of younger. But at the time, I never got a chance to experience having dreams because I became a young father and everything was urgency. I gotta get some money right now. So I never got to the chance to.
So is that how you ended up hustling?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was you for you?
For me, Barb, I didn't have my first child till I was 30. So I did it all. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody should put their dreams on hold. You know, if a person even asks you to put your dreams on hold, I think that's not the person for you.
So for your children or even did you sacrifice anything?
Well, that's different. Sacrifice is different. But see, I look at it like this. If I'm dating a woman and I say she want to be a singer, and she want to put all this time, you know, she going to these different shows, and I would tell her like this, baby, that ain't nothing but a hobby what you doing. That's a hobby. A hobby is
How
something,
being a singer is a hobby?
I'm gonna tell you. A hobby is something that a person enjoy doing, but they don't generate money off of it.
But what if she has the talent?
I don't give a fuck about that.
But that's how
I
people
don't-
get discovered.
That's how,
So
I
she
don't
can
get-
get
listen.
discovered on YouTube or
I don't
TikTok
care about
or-
that. Listen, baby, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Can you imagine a woman dating a guy and he's a 40-year-old rapper? Yeah, he probably can rap his ass off, got all the talent in the world. But at some point, she gotta be real with him. Come on now, you 42 years old and you haven't made it yet. You just gotta let it go. Yeah, you got talent. Everybody in the neighborhood know you, but you still ain't went nowhere. That's a hobby for you. So a woman only gonna stay with that man for so long. He out on the corner rapping, and yeah, he tearing it up. Everybody, but you ain't making shit. When it come time to pay that rent, you never have your portion. When it come time for food, she feeding and take care of you. So for me, I think at some point we gotta just call it what it is. You know what? You're passionate about your hobby.
So you don't feel like you sacrificed anything or missed out on some dreams with dating or anything?
No. I can honestly say when it comes to my dreams.
Well, now he probably didn't because he dates the sad chicks and he falls in. So he probably didn't.
No,
But I disagree though. I think he probably have because he makes bad investments.
And if
you make bad
Well, you said
investments,
dreams.
but if you make bad investments or dreams or whatever, you
Okay,
know
but
it
the
all
thing was-
bundles in one.
No, I was
Dream-
able to make bad investments because I lived my dreams. You know what I'm saying? I accomplished.
But what
I
I'm saying is that
accomplished my
those bad investments took up your time. Because you
But that's
said,
two different things you said now, Barb.
because you say you
so
actually
he pretty much saying he didn't lose his dreams. He
just
sacrificed some shit.
The
So
thing,
I understand that.
even now, I'm living my dream. I'm doing what I paved out for me to do. I'm doing it,
Mhm.
even as we speak. So I wouldn't allow a kid. I wouldn't allow a woman. I wouldn't allow nobody to stop what I'm passionate about. But one thing about my passion gonna make me some money. I'm not gonna sit up here. You ain't gonna see me up there breakdancing and spinning around on my head. You know what I'm saying? Because I love doing it. You see me somewhere 3-4 days a week doing something.
Shit somewhere
that ain't
because you
cost.
love doing that.
But even on here, we talking shit.
No, you talk shit in real life. You've been talking shit all your life. So that's one of your dreams, your passions, talking shit.
Yeah.
That's one of them. But yeah, I guess when it comes to relationships, marriage, and whatever,
I'm trying to get out of it. So what about you?
I
You ain't got no dreams. Would you give up? Would you give up your dream for MJ?
No. No, I ain't giving up my dreams for nobody. No, but what I'm trying to say, I don't have any children. So I didn't have to sacrifice nothing for us kids or anything like that. I've never been married. So I never had to sacrifice anything for us a man. Far as when it came to dating, I don't look at that as a sacrifice. I just look at that me giving you my time as long as I feel that you're valuable to have it. So for me, dating was just whatever. Okay, it's good while it lasts. It ain't nothing greater or I'm investing in you, because I never invested in anybody that I dated. Because I never found there was no reason for me to invest in them. When I was done, they went out with me. I bought them a burger. They bought me a burger, things like that. We sexed, and that was about it. So I've never been put in a situation where I really had to put anything on hold. So I basically have lived my life the way I wanted to live my life, because I never had anybody stopping me from doing it.
Yeah.
So what about you, Jay? Would you put your dreams at home for your kids?
Shit, I think I already have. I mean, like I said, I started early where I didn't really get to the age of being able to have no dreams. But I think any parent does. I mean, unless you already stable or established to a certain extent. Because you got to think, if you got $20 and you need that $20 to get for gas to get back and forth to work, but your kids home, you can put that 20 in their stomach before you put it in the gas tank. So I just feel like, even if it's giving up on your dreams or even sacrificing, I just feel like, shit, the man always the one that get the short end of the straw.
I'll take that, but I guess it is something. Me being shot put a hold on my dreams right after high school. Because my dream was to go to college. And I passed the test to go to the Air Force. And because I got shot my last year of high school, my doctor would not clear me to leave because I got accepted at Eastern Michigan. And I had to go to a summer program. And I got a 2-year scholarship to go to college. And I had to go to that summer program. And my doctor would not clear me from under his care so that I could go to that program. So that was one thing. Yes, it is. I had one thing. Me being shot. And I guess I would say me being shot was just hanging around the wrong people, not knowing when to be quiet or bag back. You know, I was always outspoken. So I just felt like, hell, everybody else talking shit, I could talk shit too. Not understanding that words could hurt people to a certain degree. Yeah, and then when words is coming from someone that you probably like or somebody that you're interested in, it might hit you a little bit different. So, yeah, that's the only thing that's fucked me up, my dreams, when I got shot. So, yeah, I take that back.
Yeah, but I just feel like men should teach younger men, you know what I mean? And younger men need to be acceptable to information. Like, I go through this a lot with my brothers. You know, they feel like older people like the world changed that much. Like, we just obsolete, we don't know shit. And I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather be the person I am now. I'd rather have street smarts and common sense than this book smart shit. Because that book smart shit don't work when a motherfucker got a gun on you, somebody got you robbed or strung out at the gas station on some bullshit. So I have a lot of debates with them about just everyday life stuff, and they just think I'm out the loop of shit.
Well, if you think about it, we are. Because the way we grew up and the way that they're growing up now is totally different. You got the platform for you right now, social media. You got people that go on live to get their ass kicked.
But that shit.
People on live getting the shit beat out of them just for clicks and for likes.
Cornball shit.
But to us it's cornball shit. But to them, this is life. Let me go on here and get black ass and busted lips. That was an embarrassment back in the day when you was growing up. Now you on TV, nigga, hit me in my eye, beat me with the pistol. You choking bitches out of shit. This is everyday life. So social media is making them believe that there's something that they're not. And we grew up in a world where this is reality, motherfucker. You better get it right. Because if you don't get it right, a nigga gonna come knock your motherfucking head off. With social media got them thinking some dreamy girl or dreamy boy shit. They on live shoot motherfuckers with arcades and shit. Just.
But do you think that's living their dream?
Well, I think social media probably is making them think they living their dream. Being a gangster. So you a gangster. So yeah, I'm a gangster, but for real you a peon. But you go on social media and start shooting motherfuckers on live. Oh, look at that nigga. Ain't nobody. So yeah,
These
maybe so.
motherfuckers watch a lot of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
Everybody want a Draco. Everybody want to switch. And the thing is they live their gangster fantasies to the motherfuckers.
Look at the lady who bought her 17-year-old Draco for Christmas. For her birthday.
Is that the one that just got 20, 30 years?
I don't know. But I know you bought her. Who buys a kid a Draco? They do live different from us.
all the time.
They do live different from us. So you are talking crazy.
Women ruin young men. Why would the hell would a mama buy her a son that type of weapon?
It was a girl. It was a girl. But no boy, it's a girl. She bought her. It's a girl. Bought her a Draco.
Probably for protection.
Draco.
To me, that's stupid.
What happened to a plain old 38 special?
Oh,
you know what's gonna happen? First, I ain't gonna speak on that story, but the thing is this: I want to get back to I just feel like maybe women do sacrifice too, but I feel like us men, we do more sacrifice and we can miss out on our dreams. It depending on what type of woman we run across, and I feel like.
I said depending on what type of woman you fall in love with.
It's the same thing.
No, because you can run across a bitch, you just run across her. But if you fall in love with her.
You gotta fall in love. Once you run across her and hit that motherfucker raw doggy, her life is in your hands. So to avoid all that, just like Paul said, make sure y'all little guys are strapped up. And if she a party girl, party with her and pass her on for the next motherfucker. They keep falling in love with these share package hoes. You see what I'm saying? And knowing everybody hitting her and one motherfucker want to turn around and make love to her and make her the wifey. Knowing she's a jangling. She a jangling, keep the party going. You come through there on Thursday, let my man come through there on Wednesday. Just keep it going, man.
Mm. So for me, let's talking about would you give up your dreams, for anybody, a woman, your kids, I don't think nobody should do that. I mean, because you only got one life. You should live your life. You should live your life to the fullest and you should have joy out of this life. And, you trying to make your kids happy, that will usually become a regret for some people. You trying to make somebody else happy, that usually become a regret. So can you imagine you in love with this woman and you would put your dreams on hold, y'all together 3-4 years, and then at some point, you find out your best friend knocking her off, but you messed your dreams up for her. You know what I'm saying? Or, and like I said earlier, people pass away. Can you imagine, a person gets sickly and you put your life on hold and they pass away but you just gonna let everything go with that? I think everybody should just shoot for what they believe that they deserve, what they want. Go for it. Go for it cold-heartedly.
Do you feel like man or woman, you think they feel like they should, just say it come to a point where marriage is talked about, whatever is talked about, do you think they should reconsider whatever their dreams are to appease to their mate?
I think a person should think about what they're willing to compromise, because marriage is a partnership. Even though people, most people get married out of love, but if they understood what marriage was, marriage is a partnership. Yeah. Marriage is no different than y'all going into business together, buying a pizza store and y'all. Marriage is the exact same thing. This person have paperwork on you.
Right. I think before people get married too, they should sit down and have a conversation and explain to that person what they're willing to sacrifice and what they're not willing to sacrifice. Because once you say I do, Hey, I mean that girl is like, hey, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. This not what you said. You said we was gonna get married. We never talked about this. So for a female, when guys is going and marrying females, this is a key thing that you have to do. Let her know how it's gonna be. This is how it's gonna be. I'm not budging on it. I'm not changing. I'm letting you know now before I give you my last name. So now we ain't got nothing to argue and fight about because you knew before we even said I do. But now if you spring it on her after you get married, she gonna be looking at you like, no,
you already know.
this ain't how it
Women don't
go.
care about what y'all talked about. You even talk about moving the goalposts. If you can come to agreement with a woman.
You know, the
You can come to agreement with a woman on a Monday. By Friday, she feel different. So now she.
But I think it's more. I think it's easier to compromise with her if you say to her, "We did have this conversation."
But why are we compromising anything when we already came to an agreement?
We did have this conversation.
If I
But
told
it's not an argument. Put it like that. It really ain't no argument. It's just gonna be she and her feelings. It's nothing that you gonna argue about.
When a female not in her feelings, when she want to do something, she don't give a shit about the agreement that y'all made a year ago. She want to do that now. If you simply told a woman, listen, every week we gonna put $100 up. Now she might be 3 months into it. Now this concert came up and she want to go. She gonna be like, well, fuck that. You know, I've been doing it for 3 months straight now. I need a break. That don't have nothing to do with the agreement. You want to go out of town.
Well, is she working? I mean.
No, see that, and this is when things, take
No, I'm
time.
just saying because she can still do what she want to do as long as she
She
gets
could
that
do
$100.
but see that $100, just like most females, when it's something that they want to do and they don't have the money, they start thinking about the money they put aside. Now they want to pick an argument with that person that's saving their money, and you know what? They like, listen, you ain't got to go through all that. It's your money. Just say you want your money. You ain't got to start no argument or fight with me. This is how I have seen most women go about things. When they want to do what they want to do, they're going to figure out a way to do what they want to do. And they don't care if they got to fall out with a man, woman, child. They going to do what the hell they want to do.
See, I agree with you 100%. That's why I say it don't matter about talking to a woman about this or that. I mean, it's cool. Y'all can have the discussion before marriage, before relationship, anything. But I guarantee you, it's the shit, like you said, that shit gonna change. I mean, I done discussed all this shit with my girl about buying real estate, getting married, all that shit. But the end result, no matter how I feel, she gonna feel a whole different way. Men and women don't think the same. We don't move the same.
Well,
So
a woman can feel a whole different way, but like he said, a marriage is a partnership, so you can feel, but at the end of the day, somebody gonna have to. You gonna
I feel like
your
this.
agreement upon
Even
something.
being married, everything gonna have to be did together. That's just my opinion. I don't feel like relationships or marriage mean everything we do we gotta do together. I don't believe that. That mean every trip, every business venture, we can have stuff we can do together. Then we can have stuff we
You
don't.
going
do
on a
together.
boys trip? You think you going on a boys trip?
I don't know.
I don't think you going on a boys
All I said
trip.
is this: we at a point now where we older now, so ain't too many places we can do shit. Some shit we can do together, some shit.
Well, see, I look at it like this, Bar. Like you brought up man's trip. See, you do things in levels. See, we did everything we supposed to do at them levels. You know what? We was in the streets when we supposed to have been in the streets. You know what? We started getting serious about life, and it was time to get serious about life. You know, so it ain't like me and Drake can look back and we have too many regrets. We did it. You know what I'm saying? We can sit up here and tell people about life. You know, you got some people that have worked a job for 40, 50 years. They don't know nothing about life. They can sit up here and tell you about some electricity, though. They can sit up here and tell you about some tires, but they can't tell you shit about life. And you got people like that with kids. There's a lot of people out here that's even watching the podcast. And you know what? One thing about my dad, he took care of us, but he never really talked to us. Mm-hmm. He was always at work. Mm-hmm. Just the mama, half of the kids ain't even the daddy's kids. It's whoever else kids, he don't even know. I don't think a man should sacrifice nothing. I'm not gonna spend a lot of my time at no job. I'm not gonna be working no 200 hours a pay period to get to this money. And when I got kids, my kids don't care about how much money I made. Only thing they gonna know is I wasn't never there. They know I ain't never seen my daddy. He was at work, yeah, we had a roof over our head, but no memories. So
as we get ready to close it out, and gonna give our opinions on this topic, I'm gonna start off first. I'm gonna hit it a little different. I'm gonna hit it from bad decisions, and this is based upon me. The bad decisions that I made in life caused my dreams to be put on hold because I wasn't able to fulfill those dreams right after high school. So running with the wrong crowds can get you killed. It can get you locked up. Having babies can stop your dreams and things like that. So when you're out here in the streets and you have people telling you not to do things and to listen and pay attention, take heed to that, because that one bad decision can destroy your life. I'm gonna hit social media. That can destroy your dreams. That can stop your life short, because the young generation is on social media. They're killing people on live. They're fighting on live. They're robbing people on live just to get clicks and get likes. And they're hurting their children. They're doing all these things that you're thinking is cool. But when you grow up to want to be the mayor, or you grow up to want to be a senator, or you grow up and want to be a doctor, you got to look that whatever you put on social media is going to follow you, that somebody's going to be able to look up that information and say, oh, that's Dr. such and such. I don't want her doing surgery on me. So people going to always judge you and remember you on your past. And they're not going to ever remember of what you did to change yourself. I look at myself now as a person and say, dang, I've improved. I've changed my life way from what I used to be. But I can guarantee you nobody will remember Barbara for who she is now. But they'll always remember me from what I used to be. So just understand those bad decisions and things like that can put a hold on your dreams too.
I'm going to make it real simple. I feel like no man needs to sacrifice his goals, his dreams for marriage, for a relationship, or none of that. We've been doing that our whole life. Once you start dating, once you get into entertaining these women, everything she want to do, we do for them. The cars, the jewelries, going out to these expensive dinners and restaurants. Get yourself together first. Build your foundation. Get your nest egg. Finish college. Get you together, and then entertain these women. If she's not willing to wait for you, she's not for you.
Okay, yeah, I like that, Trey. Well, for me, I don't think nobody should put their dreams or their wants on hold for anything or anyone. You get one life, you live it. You live your life without no regrets. I understand some people is going to put their dreams on for their kids. Your kids is going to grow up and live their life. You're going to be in a retirement home somewhere. You're going to get old, and you're going to have things you wish you done. So most of the time, your kids are going to let you down. So I think people, worry about yourself. Focus on yourself. Do what's best for you. That's the last word. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode, Conversation with OGs. We out.
Peace.
I gave you my all, and I hope you see this world before I fall. I gave you my all, and I hope you see this light before I fall. Yeah. I fell in love with the praise. The children tug on our capes. I've been drinking all day. The final boss has been slayed. I hope this light does not fade. Now all the lives that I changed destroy the world that I saved. The hero dies in vain. The final boss has been raised. 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 Yeah. I gave my all to these folks. folks. This is the awfulest joke. This here was all I lived for. This was my year, I don't think I have more. Distance my fears and I think I got bored. I think I found peace in my struggle. I think that this hiss is the leak in my bubble. Stress over little shit, I probably sink in a puddle. Walls fall around me, I rise from the rubble. Faces switch places with monsters and demons. I guess that the hero is no longer needed. They throw you away when the boss is defeated. Won't hold you a plate, give a fuck if you eatin'. I'm starving, I'm famished, I'm scarred and I'm damaged. Flip out on them, then I'm causing a panic. I'm mostly the problem and part of the answer. I sang, cause I fell in love with the praise. If heaven has an arcade, oh my life's like a nice game. When the final boss has been slain, the hero won't die in vain. The people don't switch up and change, they forever praise his name. I hope his life does not fade, cause that'd be so fucking lame. Say the world get betrayed, say the girl get betrayed. The final boss gets re-raised, no escape from his fate. Now all the lies that I changed destroy the world that I saved. The hero dies in vain, the final boss has been raised. Now all the lies that I changed destroy the world that I saved. The hero dies in vain, the final boss has been raised. Now all the lies that I changed destroy the world that I saved. The hero dies in vain, the final boss has been raised.
Too many black men are waiting for help, waiting for the system, waiting for someone to save them. It's time to change that. Black men, stop waiting for help and start winning. Available now on Amazon for $19.99 or free with Kindle Unlimited. Stop waiting. Start winning.